We are back with Act 3 of this Waterboy Silver Screen Breakdowns. I'm Alex, aka the Fantasy Football Hustler.
Nelson Tynes. I'm here in Hollywood. Actor is a lot of.
And Bogey will be back with us very soon. So we made it to Act 3. The Mud Dogs made it to the Bourbon Bowl. Bobby Boucher is the hero. But now is where the drama starts. Because Coach Redbow U, he rolls up on their little party where they got their new jerseys. They're getting ready for the big game. And Coach Redbow U exposes Bobby Boucher for having a fake transcript. He was homeschooled, and we find out that Coach Klein made a fake transcript so he could play right away for their team. Redbow U found out, and oh man, this is where the drama starts. Everybody is hating on Bobby Boucher right now. This is where we get the guy that you can do it. He comes. Oh, the Waterboy's a cheater. Cut his head off. And like the next,
he just turned. He did a 180 on him
really quick. And like when he's explaining it to the coach, like when he's all pissed, he was like, one person said that he wanted to decapitate me, and no one else thought it to be that bad of an idea. Like,
nice imitation there, Alex.
He is super sad, man. Everybody turned on the Waterboy. He didn't even know what happened. And then the coach breaks it down. I did it. Broke the rules and everything.
Oh, yes, it was him.
Yeah.
Fonzie.
Yep, of course it was the Fonz. And it's okay, though, because they said that he could play in the Bourbon Bowl. All he has to do is pass the high school equivalency test. And so he's going to go study. And then we kind of get like the whole backstory on both the coaches, that they knew each other and they both used to coach like at the same school. And he used to make all the plays, and Redbow U was like just like running the practices and stuff. And yeah, we get the whole kind of backstory on why the coach is the way that he is. Very deep dive into that part. Me and Bogey, I think we'll deep dive on that a little bit later. And Bobby, he's got to take the test. So he's studying. There he is. He's at home with Mama. He's trying to read. Mama's brushing his hair. And then everything comes out with Bobby. Like, this is the entire movie that he's kept this a secret from his mom, that he's going to school. He's playing football. He's going out with Vicky.
Got new friends.
He has been liberated.
Because he just right then, she's, what you reading for? Mama, I got to read this, and I got to read 6 other books so I can pass this test, or I can't play foot.
And you don't need to read no books.
He paused, and it's funny. It's like she didn't know. It's like she still didn't know what he was going to say. It took him saying the whole football. Foosball. You playing the foosball behind my back? Ow! And then Steve, we hear him in the back doing the horse call at the same time.
I actually have that dropping in fucking yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
And so this is when he just goes completely off. I like school and I like football, and I'm going to keep doing both of them because they make me feel good. Mama hated that. What? You're going to lose all your fancy foosball friends. You're going to lose that game and all your fancy foosball
he
friends.
wasn't done yet, though. Now, this is actually that fire he needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is what drove him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Was like, he got a kick out of doing shit he wasn't supposed to do. And the moment he liked what he was doing and she didn't approve of it, like he always knew it. He took that stance. That was that stance right here he takes.
Because foosball is and he cut her off. It's the devil, Mama. Everything is the devil to you, Mama.
He's like, I never knew pussy was good, Mama.
He finally grew some balls, like the thrown back. Oh my! I like school and I like football and I like Vicky and she likes me back. And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too. and just ran out of the door.
She know the mama too, like being like a I'm in the bayou. I would imagine they're good Christian folk.
Yep.
She only heard boobies, so she was like, okay, my boy, he's still pure. You know what I mean? Like,
and so the next cut scene, he gets out of there, and then they show him taking the test. And Vicky's just a real one. It's hilarious. She comes in, puts a little sign up, "You want me to kill him?" And he's like, no. And man, he can't even go through one question on this test without thinking about Mama's schooling. The first question was, who invented, or what year did Ben Franklin invent electricity? And he starts thinking, Ben Franklin. And then he goes back to the flashback. Mom, when did Ben Franklin invent electricity? Oh, that's a lie. Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity. I did. Ben Franklin is the devil.
She claimed it.
She's claiming it. She's claiming everything. And but he ends up passing the test, and it's so like, Vicky, I can't believe you got a 97. So he's gonna play, and I can't believe I told Mama that I like you. And she was like,
hey, bro, this is it's real big right here, and that's game too, huh? Look at the game on him.
Yeah,
he kind of
obviously it's not game to him because he's just talking.
No, it is naive, but that's like that wet the pussy right there. She's like, "Oh, you told your mom about me."
And then a cop rolls up on him. Not this one. She's like, "I was with you from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock last night," and you tell him. He thought she was about to be going down, and but nope. Bobby, your mama's in the hospital, and then he goes to the hospital.
Rocks his whole world.
Sees her there, just unconscious. They're saying that she's in a coma, which I don't know how the doctors would think that she's in a coma. You know?
I just got for the sake of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's all simple, folk. Like,
go with it.
She's in a coma,
and so he said
he has a broken heart.
He's not going back to practice or nothing. And the coach is like, Lord knows what's going on with only Farmer Fran there.
I like you generalize them as simple folk, but that's what they were doing in this movie.
He was getting free. Farmer Fran was getting freaky with all the cheerleaders.
No.
Oh man, but nothing but freaks over there because they're at the Bourbon Bowl. They're in the championship. Damn it, this is big time. And then so Bobby said he ain't going nowhere. They go back. Vicky Valancourt, she gets on her high horse and she's going to bat for Bobby Boucher. She's going and rallying everybody, and she's showing his test that he got a 97. He's going to play in the game, and we need everyone's support. And they all get out there with their water cups, with the candles in it.
No, I just thought of something. We need to show love to our guy Schneider in here.
So
I missed one.
It was when you were gone right now, where he came in. He's usually that you can do it, but Waterboy's a cheater. Cut his fucking head off.
Cut his fucking head off.
And he was sad about that. Like the next day, he was like, one man said he wanted to decapitate me, and no one else thought that to be a bad idea.
He was ready to cut his fucking head off.
But so now, everybody comes out to rally. They're all right outside. Vicky Valancourt is leading the charge. Bobby is, wait, I've got friends.
Hold on. She brings a hell on Bobby. We got a guy here.
Oh, he's the man. I'm not what you would call a handsome man.
Right here, cop the field right in front of everybody.
Lord didn't choose to bless me with good looks and charm, like someone like yourself, smart and cool. And he starts crying on her shoulder and grabs the titties. And Vicky didn't even freak out. She just pulled it down and that was it. Like nothing.
Because she just wanted to show how much that he was inspiring the world. She was willing to get a field cop tonight. Man, look at those teeth. She was fucking a lot of people. She not tripping.
Funny kid said Vicky had nice titties too.
I mean, shit. Did you see how much his eyes widened?
So funny, man. And Bobby just loves hearing the story. Vicky, if your mama could hear us, we'd tell her that how much you mean to us and mean to this community and mean to this school. But she can't hear you because she's unconscious. Then he goes back in. Wake her ass up. We got to win tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what we're here for? He was like, listen, man, we just trying to we need the Waterboy, goddammit.
You ain't winning without the Waterboy, man. You're just really not winning without the Waterboy.
Playing with the game.
And so that's when we see the mama. She's had a couple instances where she opened her eyes and everything. So we could see that she was faking it. But Bobby never saw it. Bobby's looking out the window and she's got her eyes open and she's listening, letting it all sink in. And it's crazy to where the mama herself, she's been putting on a facade for Bobby's entire life as well. She's never been truthful.
And the way she talks to him right there.
Yeah, it sounds totally different. It's a different tone of voice. It's like,
she's leveling with him. She's talking to him like an adult.
Yeah.
She's talking to him like an equal or like a mother.
She's talking to him like a 31-year-old. How about that? He's 31 years old.
Yeah, stop talking to this motherfucker like he's a baby.
Pretty much. And that's just like this sheltered life and the trauma within the mom as well. We're talking about the trauma within Bobby Boucher. How about the trauma?
And she gives him the letters, right? Is this where she gives him the letters?
Saved all the letters so she could show him one day. And it's crazy. Like, it's funny. Dear Helen. Who's Helen? He doesn't even know her name. You know, he's his mama.
You know what? He's so excited that he knows how to read, though.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the first time he's actually stunned on his mom right here.
Yeah.
She ain't never taught him how to read, right?
No, not at all. And so then we find out his dad took off to New Orleans so he could try to find some work, make it back.
Big city.
Make it back to the fam. And so we see the first letter. New Orleans is a big city. It's expensive but fun. All is well, Robert. It's funny how he's reading it. It's so like sensual to him because he's never heard.
And he's almost never read anything. And never read anything or heard anything about his dad.
He knows nothing about his dad. He's never heard his voice. He's never heard anything.
Or ever knew how to read.
Yeah, because she told him he went to the Peace Corps and all that. And
so
he
died of hydration and all that shit.
Then the second letter found a job as a lemonade vendor, but no money yet. And then the third one is to whom it may concern. What he says, concern. And this will be my last letter. We've grown apart over these last 6 weeks. I have 2 things that I love in my life. Big city living and a voodoo woman named Phyllis. And it's fucked up because the mom, she's like lip reading it at the same time. Like who knows how many times she read that letter in her life.
His whole life.
Entire life.
With his kid. Just, you'll never be like your dad. You're going to leave me like him. It's deep cuts.
Ciao, Roboito. and then he looks up. He changed his name to Roboito. I think he thought it would sound more exotic. And Mama, you shouldn't be bringing up things like this in your condition. And Mama said that he went to the Peace Corps. And your mama's as healthy as an ox and as dumb as one to boot. And it's crazy because like she actually apologized to him. I've kept you away from the world, Bob.
It took a whole fucking crowd of motherfuckers. Me, like, one thing that you didn't point out, or I think maybe I might have missed that. When the whole crowd's out there, she's like one eye open, ear open type of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's very aware what's going on, and then the magnitude of what her son is, and then you know what I'm saying, that she had been holding this back. Like,
yeah, she at the end of the day,
a piece of shit, Roboito.
Well, really, it's like at the end.
You know what I'm saying? That's why she showed him that shit too. Though. It's like, man, this is like the reason why.
I guess it's a weird kind of concept because I guess you don't want to make it seem like your dad's a piece of shit. But either way,
making amends with herself too for lying that he had died.
Yeah.
And then creating this world around the kid and making everything insecure.
Because I feel like even telling the real story, like she could have still made up the brain pain and all that. Like she could have still made up that kind of stuff, even with the same story.
Yeah, that's where you get the Munchausen syndrome or whatever the fuck whatever it is, the opposite of that.
Because she just didn't want Bobby to leave. That's her trauma. Is like she got left by her husband or whatever, the last man she loved. Who knows if it's the only man she ever loved? And like Bobby is like the only person in her life. And she even said it. You gone all day with your fancy foosball friends, and you're leaving me here with nobody except Steve.
And Steve's like, I've been fucking you for a couple decades, bro.
She get out of the toilet and what?
Steve is living large, bro. Steve was like, I thought I was just a horse. I'm getting pussy. I'm living a life. I shit in the fucking toilet. I'm a horse. You know what I mean? All he has to do is listen to this motherfucker vent a little bit. Bobby Boucher to vent to that horse.
Now we get just everything there, and the mama says, you go play foosball with your friends. And the game's already started, like at this point. Like he's way late. The game started. They are getting their asses handed to them. But they got one of those fan boat like type things, and she takes it all the way into the stadium, and he shows up at halftime.
Ooh, hey, paint that picture in at halftime, bruh.
We don't, you know what? We don't have to, because we got the footage here.
Ooh, I like it.
I love footage.
And this,
roll that beautiful footage.
And this is everybody knowing now that Bobby passed the test. They are getting their asses kicked at halftime.
Rightfully so, without Bobby.
Yeah,
I was at Bogey Boucher. Bogey Boucher.
Bogey Boucher, I like that, bro.
I almost said that. Bobby Boucher.
Morals are down right now in the locker room. There is no chance in hell that they're going to win. And the only thing that they can do at this exact moment is think about the reason why they got there.
Hey. Remember the time Bobby tackled the referee by mistake?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And it's always Derek who brings it up first.
He's the voice of morale.
He's the only one that really fucked with Bobby from the beginning, no matter what. It was like he was so used to being the minority that someone else
was the first to adopt his methodology too. Remember, he picked the KKK hooded fucking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, that's why those guys. That's why they got along, huh?
Deep rooted, right there, man. Just imagine that, being in the deep South. He was probably going through this his entire life, and now Bobby.
That is great symbolism too, because here's the one black guy that guy that connected to him from the gate, and Bobby was the one persecuted from the gate as well. You know what I mean?
When he was the Waterboy, he came up to him and approached him as a normal human being, long before he was even a player. On a human to human level. Thanks, friend.
Yeah, friend. Yeah, man.
Derek is like Bobby Boucher's first friend ever in life. And
wow.
And Derek's got his back. He's the one who starts it all off. Let's go back to it just to make sure that we do this the right way.
Hey. Remember the time Bobby tackled the referee by mistake?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. How about the time he tackled the guy from Louisville and threw him into the stands?
Y'all remember when he intercepted the ball and his pants fell off? And then he ran for the touchdown bare ass?
Luego de tan Bobby Boucher on the field, quarterback wrong way, reflection from Bobby Boucher time.
Remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, do you?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Sorry about giving you so much shit this year. You're the heart and soul of this team, Bobby.
And the only one of us could have passed that test.
Thank you all so much for being my friends.
Well, let's wait till later to hold hands and kiss. We got a bowl game to win, right?
Let's go. The voice of morale brings it back on track.
Yeah. Thank you all for being my friends. That's all Bobby cared about, man. He just wanted to be accepted by the people.
And then, like, he's a special basket case because he actually got accepted for destroying things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, wow,
Got accepted for
I will do
destroying-
this. I will do this for you every week. Not only will I do it, but you know what? I'll do this.
So they get back out there now, and right off the gate, Bobby Boucher is wrecking shop just right off the bat. Forced fumble recovery by the cockeyed dude, and he runs it in for a touchdown. I don't even know his name.
No, we're on the board.
Runs it in for a touchdown. First play.
Ah!
He is not messing around. And I didn't even see what the score was. I believe it was either 14-0 or 21-0 at halftime. So they're down.
It was the donut. It was a big goose egg for them.
Oh, for sure. They're not doing nothing because
Now they on the board. Let's fucking go. They put 6 up.
Right away. And what up, Big Draft Energy? And he says, starting defense, place at the table. It's a ding fucking dong. What up, bro? Oh, yeah. Bobby Boucher comes out to whatever stadium they're at.
Didn't we give away a signed Bobby Boucher joint? Adam Sandler signed.
Not signed, no, but Bobby Boucher jersey, yes.
Okay.
And so he comes out, sees the whole crowd. Time to open up some whoop ass. He's ready, man. Another callback to Stone Cold. Yeah, and it's funny. And even with the play that they run right in the beginning, they try to hit him with like a double reverse. Bobby's not falling for it right out the gate. He's on it. And then you see the offense, like they can't do nothing, like at all. Like they can't do anything. And Coach Redbow he figures out the way to neutralize the Waterboy. And so he tells everybody that, or not tells everybody, he tells the QB, whispers in his ear, and you see the QB look at him, what the fuck? And show him championship rings. Go ahead. Go. And they go out and they kneel on the ball. They kneel on the ball 3 times and punt. And the announcers, like they're giving for anyone who doesn't really understand what's going on, the announcers are giving the play-by-play. Oh, by taking a knee and just punting, they're wasting the clock, and now they're neutralizing the Waterboy. He can't be effective, and the offense on the other team is doing nothing.
Niners. Sorry.
Bonus
holes.
And so now the coach, and Bobby's frustrated, the defense frustrated. The coach just starts walking away. Bobby comes up, Coach, where are you going? I'm just gonna go get a hot dog or a pretzel or whatever he said.
He's so bonus hold right there, bro. He's so dwarf, bro. And now he's about to hit the coach. The student has become the master.
Luke is about to teach Obi-Wan Kenobi right now. Are you afraid of Coach Redbow? I am petrified of him. Why don't you just visualize that he's someone that you're not afraid of?
A little bitty puppy or something like that, right?
Yeah, what was it first? It was the baby first. He starts talking. Bobby's looking at him like, what the fuck is going on with him? But then the coach snaps out of it. He gets in his little book, his little blue book. He draws up diagrams of play just right out of the gate to come and smack it in the face of Coach Redbow's defense. And so right off the bat, Dante, the quarterback, he's super hyped. Come get this one, Cougars. And they do the fake option, and then he does the pitch, and then it's another pitch, and it's a double reverse. And running all the way down the field. The guy's about to get tackled, and he's able to do a lateral right to Dante because they drew it up this exact way. Runs it in for the touchdown.
And we have a game.
And we are back in the game. We have to get back in the game that quick. And it's the last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now.
We can.
And it's so funny Lynn Swan, who we saw in the beginning, he comes up and he needs to interview someone on the sideline. So he interviews Vicky Valancourt. And we have Vicky Valancourt here, and she's taking over the Waterboy duties for today. And she was like, "Oh, I'm not taking over. I'm just trying not to mess up too much. That's really it." And he was like, "What is your prediction on this game, Vicky?" And what did she say? Mud Dogs are gonna win. Mud Dogs are gonna win 30-27. That's what it is. Mud Dogs are gonna win 30-27. And she says, he says, "How'd you come up with that guess?" A guess? That ain't no guess. That's what it's gonna be. And then we got now Coach Redbow U. He's got to change things around. So he brings their star middle linebacker Meanie, who looks like he's 40 years old, in there. That looks way older than Bobby Boucher. Brings him in there to play fullback. And they think by bringing in this crazy big wrecking ball, they think that if they bring him in there, that he's going to be able to neutralize the Waterboy. And he doesn't even need to visualize anything with Meanie because he already hates him. And Meanie's coming out talking shit. And he was like, "Oh, is your girlfriend here going to pull a knife on me?" He's like, "No, sir, I'm going to take matters into my own hands." They give him the ball. The lineman takes out his leg. He does a little roll, and Bobby Boucher hits him with the power bomb. Woo! Power bomb, compliments of Captain Insano. And Meanie's done at that point. He is done. And so now they get the ball back. They move into field goal range. Not much of field goal range, because they're like, he's kicking it from the 50-yard line. Visualize an attack, and that's when we see the K head.
Oh, yeah, here it comes. Oh, my bad. I jumped the gun earlier. That's right. Here's where
he probably kicked a 60-plus yard field goal.
He booted the fuck out of that motherfucker for all of Black America.
And so it's just getting closer and closer. And they
chopping that lead down.
Now Coach Klein, he's on it. Like they're making a call like at the line where they move the defense all the way over to one side and just like storm, like everything is just off with Coach Redbow U. And it's Vicky said that the game is going to win, that they're going to win 30-27. So after the field goal, it's 27.
I mean, it is the Bayou. She got that voodoo.
It's 27-17. And now they are going for the field goal. They got Bobby Boucher out there on the special teams. Last game of the year, can't hold anything back now. And so what do? They don't go for the conservative route. They do a fake. Bobby's out there as the lead blocker, and it was like 4 blocks for them to run it into the end zone. And now it is 24-27. And Lynn Swan, after he talked shit and said, "Where'd you come up with that guess?" He looks over at Vicky Valancourt, and she said, "Hell yeah."
You know, it's funny because before she used to be like, you're right. She hit you with the snip like that. That means I'll cut your balls out. Like she was a bad one, bro. Don't fuck with her, bro. She's bad. She built like a lizard too, huh?
What up, Antonio? And
Antonio's
so
now, back.
There you go.
Hey, bellissimo. Hey, put it in the chat, man. I want to know what you've been eating out there, bro, in Italy, bro, because you a real Italian, and now you in Italy.
Let's hear it. They got to go for the onside kick. That's the only way. There's not enough time. So they go for the onside kick. Bobby Boucher recovers the onside kick. But then we get a cheap shot, and he goes down. And he's on the ground, unconscious. Vicky remembers about that special water from a glacier in Alaska.
Oh, yes.
Bobby Boucher gifted to
It's always cold.
Always cold. She pulls it out. It's still cold. Goes up to him, gets it in there. He gets up with one of those where you just
the Shawn Michaels.
There you go. Just jumping to the feet.
Yeah, with the Shawn Michaels. Before The Rock was doing it, it was the Shawn Michaels, the kick up. Matter of fact, before Shawn Michaels was doing it, it was the motherfucking Eddie. What's his name? The Ernie Reyes Jr.
Yeah.
The kick up. You know what I mean?
The commentary is just so funny in here. First, he was like, "That's high quality H2O," but
all he needed was some water.
Yeah, it's Dan Fouts. He's one of them. I forget what the other guy's name is. Something Michaels.
Brent Musburger.
Oh, there you go, Brent Musburger.
Brent Musburger, yeah.
And Dan Fouts. Hey, the water boy just needed some water. Wow, Dan, you thought of that all by yourself? Shut up, Brent.
Those commentators were better than the guys on Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
Those guys are fun.
Any Given Sunday, they're trying to replicate NFL stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
these guys are just.
This is what we want from like commentary, though. That's why we do these watch.
This is an Adam Sandler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like it's so dope because while we're in the course of doing this review right now, it dawned on me. It's always the mushrooms too. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh, she just started saying, "Hey, let's do like some oddball sports joints." After Happy Gilmore was in, he was like, "Yeah, I gotta do some football shit now." You know what I mean?
Because he loves sports, man.
Fuck yeah.
He wanted to create. Bobby Boucher. Hold on. Bobby Boucher is the best NCAA football player of all time.
Ever.
It's not even close. Happy Gilmore has the longest drive out of anybody in history ever.
In history. And we have to do Happy Gilmore at one point.
You just gotta.
Billy Madison, bro. He was like the best fourth grade, highest scoring in the fourth grade level ever, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then, so now they get the ball back. They talk shit in the announcer's booth. Last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now because they could go for the tie, but they are out there going for the win. And Bobby Boucher is now out there playing offense. And
they're not holding anything back.
They're not holding anything back at all. So what happens? They put the water boy. They get him moving out there. They hike the ball.
Hold on, real quick. I want to point out because not only do they got him moving, it's because Mr. Coach Klein, he got the isms flowing. He's just drawing up all kind of shit right now. Hey, I got the best weapon. I'm gonna use them on both sides of the ball.
Yep, they got him in the backfield when he start, and then they start with a toss. And like everyone, they're on him. Waterboy's got it. And Bobby Boucher he sells the run very well. Like he takes maybe 5 to 10 steps somewhere in there.
He's stretching it.
Got to give Dante enough time to get out there because you see Dante, nobody's on him.
Nobody's on him because no one suspects him.
No one thinks that the quarterback is going to be going deep. Bobby Boucher, he hits him. He gets in the stance. He's looking at Vicky Valancourt. He's looking around.
He's thinking about all that good Vicky Valancourt bonus hole he's about to get.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's so funny is like one thing that I remember seeing that I was like, this is just hilarious. You know how when guys wear their pads, it's probably 4 or 5 like sets of pads that make the thighs look like there's like crazy pads on there. It's usually not the quarterbacks necessarily that have it like that, but Dante's pads are so fucking large.
It's also because he's like a smaller dude in real life too, right?
Yeah.
He's like a skinnier dude. I should say he's tall, but
that probably is one of the reasons, right? Just give him more girth.
But or is it a poor stand-in? Like where
no, it's him.
It's him. Yes. Okay. So
you're seeing his face.
He's a smaller dude.
Dante.
Yeah, Dante. He's got just like.
Yeah, we're calling him Dante because that's who he is forever, and that's his real name in real life too. Actually.
Yeah. So his name's Guy Grinois in this movie, but we just call him Dante because that's his best character.
Grinois for the fucking tug. The fucking tug.
Boucher throws it up in the air as far as it goes. Nobody is on Dante, and it's a near perfect spiral. And Dante is there to catch it one-handed, reel it in just like you would in an ultimate football movie, a one-handed catch.
And then
Reel
bring
it
it in and close it, clamp it with the other to the body.
And still the funniest part out of all that is like when they're all in slow motion, you see the coach covering his eyes, you see everybody, and then keeps panning back to individual.
Who's the dude that's choking the dude?
Well, yeah, no. The funniest one is when you see Farmer Fran with the shirt off and his nipples pierced. He's pinching his nipples.
Oh, yeah. That's probably his ritual.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the most stressful of times, you still have some comic relief to make sure that you laugh during this slow motion segment. And Bobby Boucher is it. They hoist him up on the shoulders. Vicky, I love you. And then Lynn Swan comes out. Congratulations, Bobby Boucher. You're the MVP of the Bourbon Bowl. How's it feel? I love my mama. They even flash it up on the big screen and all the lights. He loves his
mama.
That's just
and
the way
she over there watching from the thing, right?
Hell
watching it from the fucking the spittle.
And then it cuts to them getting married. This is the happiest moment of my life. And she was like, just wait till tonight. Like, what's happening tonight?
Yeah, he has no clue. What?
Yeah, you don't even know what a bonus box is.
He did nothing.
He busts in that every time she looks at him, basically.
And Nelson, before you roll into your ratings here, what did you think of this final little segment with Roboito showing up?
The father?
Yeah.
It was fitting. It was expected. And he kicked some whoop ass. He kicked some whoop ass. He got his revenge. So then, oh yeah, I wasn't expecting her to tackle him, but that's where he got the power. That was hilarious to see her take him down.
She began plowed by
everybody's happy in the end.
Time.
Everybody's happy in the end, man.
That's
I love it.
He fucked up.
I like that it's him playing the dad, but it's like just a bloated, over the top. Like it's everything you would envision from hearing those letters.
Yeah.
Like reading those letters, like this is how I envision them. Hey, we could do it just like the Tiger Woods and his daddy.
And I guess what's funny, before Nelson's rating, we didn't even bring this up when we were talking about the letters, but she had like a picture of someone with like the washboard abs and all that. She's like, is that my daddy? And she's like, no, that's the guy I dated before your daddy. That was lust, not love. And then there's a picture of him. He's a little chubby, all cockeyed and shit.
These writers know the true deal, man. These writers know what's going on behind the scenes for real.
All right, so the rating system that we do around here, if you own it, that's you love it. Not like it, that is you love this movie. 5-day rental, for those who remember like actually going and renting movies. 5-day rental means you really like it.
You might need to run that back, actually, because that was you kind of run it back.
5-day rental means you really like it. 2-day rental means, let's say it's like maybe a C for rating it on a letter scale. Same-day rental means it's trash. You would never watch it again
ever
in life. That's what it is.
Ever.
And Nelson, we'll start with you.
Easily, I'd own it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd own it for $800. His name's Alex too.
I
was even thinking that. His name's Alex too.
Yeah.
It's perfect, man. I wasn't expecting that. Alex, I'll take 300. The Devil's a Waterboy for 300.
What is love in this movie? What is the Waterboy is the devil for 300?
Yeah, exactly. Alex, man, Alex, you got that name. And the reason why, what put it over the top from a 5-day rental, the deciding X factor was the one-liners were amazing, and the mother, Kathy Bates, played the character amazing, especially when she was going at it with the what's her name, Vicky. Yeah, with Vicky Valancourt. We're going out with her, and the writing just overall that was stellar. So the taglines, the mother, And I like the Adam Sandler stuff anyway. Yeah, that's a keeper, man. You pull that out for parties. You pull that out when you're on a date. You feel good. You use that on many different occasions.
Can I ask? Okay, here's the bogey scale right here.
Guys, you're up. I'm done for a month.
No. Let me introduce the bogey scale.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask you guys this now. So here's the bogey scale. Does it stand the test of time?
Absolutely.
We're watching this 25 years later.
This is the silver anniversary of this movie, and it's fucking awesome. That's a good movie to me.
Everyone who answered in the chat, Kidda, her, Surge,
Kidda
said that they'd own it as well. This movie's great.
Prizes for the boys.
There's not too many flaws in this movie as a sports movie or a comedy movie. So that's you don't have to be a football fan.
And Waterboy is actually renowned as one of a top 10, if not 5, sports movie. Like, it actually figures its way into those rankings, bro. Like, for real though.
Yeah, and like we watched Any Given Sunday last week, which is just like the way Nelson described it, super theatrical. And this
like actual football, like footballisms.
This is like this is a feel good. Football is talked about
coming of age,
but yeah, it's just it still stands up with those movies like that because you can take this seriously. I think because a lot of the psychology stuff that's going on in there, I think that's why you can take it seriously as well. And especially in the Bourbon Bowl, all these trick plays and stuff like that they're pulling out. Like, you legit have to do that in college football to win these games because there's so much tape on all these teams.
I remember y'all remember when Jalen Hurts was ass in the natty, and then they bench him at the half, and they bring in Tua, the tuna fish, Tagovailoa.
I'm in Tua, yeah.
And he balls out, and they come back to win this game. You know what I'm saying? You know what that did for both of those guys? Like, it went 2 different directions. That's why I like seeing Jalen Hurts these days too, because he had to like these things could define you or not in this realm at least. Yeah, let them know.
Yeah, let them know where you're
at.
Yeah,
you can find me in Nelson Times as TYNES, as you see on the board there, on the screen, I should say. And on YouTube, you can see my demo reels and some acting on there. And Instagram, the page is current. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Just say, hey, man, I don't
and be on the lookout
for the dating show coming up with not the dating, what men and women's dynamics,
relationship show,
dating show,
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, between men and women.
Ooh, and, between men and women show.
Because you got your lady.
Cool.
I'm single right now, dating. I'm not dating. I get to know women. I get to know women. I get to know women. Yeah.
See, but you're wise though in the wild. It's a different version of being in the wild when you were young, correct?
Absolutely. You're way more laid back. Yeah. You're not as antsy, not as thirsty. You can sit back and navigate more. So hey, I'm good with my life. You know, I want to see. I want to see how they are to see if they're not too crazy. Don't worry about me.
This is gonna be good content, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. I be telling my homies, bro, the ones that are like they went through a divorce, but they got a good job and they're doing their thing, and then and I'm like, bro, you better be out there fucking them, all of them, bro, because I'm living vicariously through your dick, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear all the stories, because you know why? That's sanity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's not even. It's really I teach guys, be like a man first and have first. Don't worry about getting laid. Worry about like just being who you are. And because let's say,
because then they want to fuck that guy.
If you land a bunch of 3s and 4s, who cares?
See what I'm saying? See,
like you're just gonna throw it away. We have value too as men, so that's the thing. So I'll tell you stories, and you were right on board when I mentioned something last week.
I mean, come on.
Last show was that I saw a side of women that when being around pro athletes and live with these guys and see women, they're always on their best behavior when it comes to celebrities. Usually guys with money, but it's not just the money things. And here's one thing about the money thing that a lot of guys don't see either, is that there's a lot of guys that got money that are just that got no charisma. They got no game. And that doesn't go that far either, believe it or not. Right? If you got charisma, you got no money, you still got charisma, you will still get women. But I think status is number one. You have no money, but you play a mean guitar, piano, or your instrument. You got a show like Alex or something.
Status
ups your status, and that is stellar.
Status doesn't entail money. Money, see, that's what's funny about some of those casts, though, because if they got money, that's their status. See, not having
that's still fairly weak.
And then here's the thing too, it's like when you can show the female, like when you have a status, but you could also change the status quo. You know what I'm saying? And be like, listen, there's more to me than that.
Yeah. All you got to do is up your status. Don't worry about it whether women likes you, whether we're about, not even worry about, be concerned about you upping your status enough where enough women will find you attractive because of your status, and then you get the charisma behind it to back it. That's basically what you got to do. Because so anyone can up their status. You can be fine.
I would also argue status is like subjective too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Status is not only like celebrity status. Like you could have, you can be like
be the baddest motherfucker at whatever you do.
Prince was 5'3", right?
Hell yeah.
But then guys,
I'm not with his heels on.
The guys complaining about them being too short. Prince got it. Yeah, but he's a celebrity. Yeah, but he wasn't always a celebrity though. That's the thing. He's so up his status.
Yeah, right. But see, so
anybody can up their status. You have to be status by just talking a certain way.
Before he became a celebrity, he was larger than life as far as his stature goes to his status, because he was coming out of Minnesota and he was one of the noisiest, craziest musicians, that most unique sound no one's ever heard of.
Right.
So he hit the game upside the head. And you know what's crazy too is it goes back to Napoleon shit, little man complex. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tupac. He's one of the most prolific motherfuckers. He was only about like maybe my height or maybe an inch taller than me. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how tall he was. Was he 5'8", 5'7"?
Yeah.
5'9",
yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So that's the thing. If you want cooperation from women, just keep your status up. And that's it. And they'll be attracted to that. It's not, I'm not saying it's easy or anything. I'm just saying that's the protocol just on paper to get that done. How you get it done? On each individual man. And we'll teach you how to do it. Me and Bogey will teach you how to do it. Now it's too.
There you go.
We're going to guide you.
All right. On that note, why don't we take this out of here? Nice show, guys. Man, all
right, guys. Thanks for coming, guys, in the chat.
Hell yeah. Everyone was rocking deep with us.
Yeah, man. Waterboy is a classic.
Hell yeah. And what movie are we breaking down next week? Varsity Blues is next week.
Yeah, I got to refresh my mind on that one.
So we're going.
That's like junior high for real.
Yeah. So we're doing.
What year is that?
99?
Yeah. 8th grade, bro.
Yeah.
The motherfucking
serious comedy. We went serious one, serious football, then comedy. Now we're going back to a serious one with
Varsity. And it's fucking
sounds good.
Billy Bob. Shout out to Billy Bob. This is Billy Bob, right?
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Billy Bob.
Varsity Blues, high school Texas movie following a high school Texas football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, debauchery, all this shit.
Yep.
Remember there's Friday Night Lights. That was a good one too, right?
Yeah.
That was a really good one. I know that's another one I need to revisit too.
I need to check that again too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, the TV
I watched them back in the days, bro. Like this one too. I'm actually looking forward to it because it gives me like a reason to watch it again. You know
yeah, star-studded cast with Paul Walker, James Van Der Beek. I mean, yeah, plus plenty more. All right, Nelson.
All right, guys.
Where to find you?
Yeah, YouTube, Nelson Tynes, and you search me there, and Instagram there. Follow me, I'll follow you back for sure. Kidda, follow me. Come on, Kidda.
And find me. I actually never say this, but check me out at the GM Network on everything. The universe give me money.
Follow us. Breakdowns in every podcast out there. Follow us on YouTube. Go follow us on TikTok and Instagram as well. We'll see you guys this Friday for Varsity Blues. Peace out.
Picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really live this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.